Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Patching with the Patch Sisters. We've been with Lifeway since 2012, and we're here to share with you how to patch most effectively based on our personal experiences and as well as common sense patching. So if you're watching our program, if you have points, okay, the different ways of patching that has worked better for you, please be sure to share it with us. And if you enjoy our segments, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share our videos with your friends, family, and with your friends and family. Now, today, we're going to go ahead and share with you how to patch for better sleep. You know, there's a bunch of reasons for why we can't sleep. And, you know, since today we're going to do some Q&A because there's quite a few bit here that I want to cover. And light and electronics actually seems to go hand in hand together, right? So what is
Right.
your recommendations on those?
Well, the easiest way is to turn off the light and to put away your phone.
But that's so hard. What do you mean? What are
Now,
you
I do want to talk a little bit about light. Okay, melatonin is produced in the dark.
Yes.
So when we turn on the light, playing with our phone, that's one of the main reasons that we cannot fall asleep, and that is a lot of people are guilty of. Let's not name names.
Does that mean we can't work until 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, so a lot of time I post something on Facebook or chatting, and getting ready for the next day, and people notice that I've been up. Well, yeah, I'm guilty.
No. You and I are still talking business at 1 o'clock in the morning.
So that is the first thing that we have to do, is to turn off the light. That is a recommendation from my inventor. He said that make sure that you turn off the light, tuck yourself in, go to bed. Okay. And when you do that, you realize that within minutes, for me, within minutes, I can just fall asleep. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed also. But for people who actually can't sleep with the lights on, that's actually not good. Night lights, people is like, oh, but I need night lights before I can go to sleep. It's actually the other way around, right? It has to be
Right.
for your
Right.
melatonin to be able to produce.
Right.
So
Right.
that you can sleep. So what
Yep.
patches do you use at night, sis? After we turn off the phone?
Well, Silent Night is actually a recommended patch, but nowadays we have X39. So X39, I use X39 during the day. When I remove it at night, it actually also continue working in my body that can help me to fall asleep. So Silent Night is recommended. Let me share with you the different points. So the company recommend 5 different points that you can use, on your foot, your temple, behind your ears, your third eye, and then just right below your knee, about 3 fingers below your kneecap on outside of your shin bone. Those are the 5 points that the company recommends. So what you want to do is just try each one, one per night, and to find out which point works best for you. Once you know that a certain point works best for you, you can go ahead and repeat the same point every night. You don't have to go through the whole 5 points to identify. Some people, for me, on my third eye, I can sleep really well. It might not be for you, so you have to identify which point works best for you. Okay, so based on those recommended locations, and if that doesn't work, we can talk briefly a little bit more later.
Yeah, for me though, what really works, I actually use Silent Night and Alavida together.
Mhm.
I remember David's favorite point, David Schmidt, of course. David's favorite point is, above the right eye, right? I don't know if
Right.
it's, yeah, but I actually put it right here.
Uh-huh.
So I put it above the right eye, and I use the Silent Night patch somewhere else, like maybe on the temple or behind the ear. I have yet to try it on the foot points, on the leg and the foot points. But for me, those work really well. So I personally use two different patches,
Mm-hmm.
okay, for my better sleep.
Right. So
But
the most important thing is, as soon as you find out which point help you go to sleep, repeat those points.
mhm,
Usually you'll find about 2 points that you can sleep really well.
yeah, and what a
Yeah.
difference it makes for me, sis. If I don't
Mhm.
use the patches, doesn't matter how long I sleep. I actually do need longer hours of sleep to get that well-rested feeling.
Ah,
So
okay.
yeah, so it's for me, the patches is a must. And I also noticed that I don't sleep throughout the night
Mm,
if I don't use my patches. So I'm grateful for my patches because I usually tend to sleep shorter hours. So
right.
I'm glad I have the patches to help me through the night.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there's different reasons why we can't sleep, and stress just happens to be one of them. But surprisingly, it actually doesn't require silent night, right, sis?
Right. So if you know that you have a long work hours, not necessarily heavy kind of work, you're just totally stressed out from your work. Could be from your employers, can be, the things that you have to do, or even worries,
Mhm.
that you cannot sleep very well. And that's usually most of the time that is the case. And if that is the case, just use one of our Aeons. Aeon can help you sleep very well. Just kind of relax your body. Aeon is one of our happy patch. It relaxes you. I
Mhm.
remember, I'm not sure, Julian, if you remember that, about, in our old office,
Mhm.
you have this one friend, I think she's somewhere out in Pasadena. She came in and wanted to learn about our patches. And as soon as you put an Aeon patch behind her neck, she giggled.
Oh, yes.
Remember that?
She started giggling. She got all happy and she started getting all giggly. Yes, 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 I remember.
Okay, so we do have a few customers that we put the Aeon patch behind their neck, and then you just all of a sudden you just giggle, just happy and and jolly, and you
You
know,
don't call it the happy patch for no reason.
and that's why Aeon is very important. If you think you are just stressed out, and especially nowadays with all these things that is going on out there, um, we worry. I'm sure that all of us worry at a
Yep.
certain degree. Put on an Aeon patch. That will
Yeah.
help you
People just
sleep.
can't shut their brains off. So it,
Uh-huh.
mhm. Yeah, so
Yep.
once we do that, we can help them. And then there's pain. Some people can't sleep because of pain
Mm,
or physical, health challenges that
right.
keep them up in the middle of the night. And that's a different type of patching.
Right. So for pain, I mean, there's different kinds of pain. There's different reasons why you're in pain.
Mhm.
For some people, just pain for no reasons. Those are easy fix.
Yep.
But there are other people that have, medical conditions that cause them pain. Now that takes a little bit longer.
Mhm.
There are people that have operation surgery that cause the pain. Then, there's different ways to patch.
Definitely.
So definitely, reach out to us. We'll share with you. We need to know a little bit about why you're in so much pain.
Mhm.
Then we'll share with you what is the best approach and how to patch for your situations. Because, Julian and I would patch differently.
Mhm.
We don't just use an ice wave and just wait to see what happened. I mean, we use more than just an ice wave,
Mhm.
really depending on the situations why you're in so much pain.
Mhm.
There are times we use X39, and then we also add carnosins, a repair patch. We add glutathiones, and then of course we have Aeon and Ice Wave. So we use different patches for different reasons. So if you are in pain, then you cannot sleep, reach out to us, and we will share with you all ways of patching. Okay?
Yep. And of course, the silent night will be included in that because being able
Yes.
to sleep with the silent night
Mhm.
will help your body be able to heal itself,
Right.
internally as well. So
Mhm.
it goes hand in hand. Okay. Main thing here is that you understand there are different ways of patching for different reasons as to why you cannot sleep.
Right.
And another reason, and I think you and I have both experienced this many, many times,
Mhm.
eating too much, eating too late, um, eating the wrong foods. Oh my. Okay, just the thought of it. I think even now I think I just ate too much. So, what is our recommendation on that, sis?
Well, the best thing to do is try not to eat past 7 o'clock. Give yourself at least good 3 hours digestion time before you go to bed. That is the best. Uh, Unfortunately, I'm Chinese, and Chinese, we born eating late. You have your dinner, and then we have, late night snack. And in Cantonese, we call it 宵夜. 宵夜 means late night snack before going
Yeah.
to sleep. And there
I
are a
think
few times.
24/7. 24/7.
So that is something that I have to stop. And luckily, I've been doing really well, not eating past 8 o'clock. So I'm looking at stuff and say, okay, no, I'm not going to eat, okay, because I do want to have a good night's sleep. So when you eat too much or too heavy, you have these indigestions and it just not able to go to sleep. Yeah, so that is not good either. So you really need to watch what you eat and then what kind of food. If you cannot sleep, make sure that you don't eat anything sweet. Okay, sweet, sugar, give you energies. So that is not good.
Yeah, so in order to at least try to help with the digestion, what would be the recommendation if we've gone overboard?
Well, we talk about using carnosine. So I love using a carnosine just put right on top of my tummy. If I really eat too much, I mean, there's certain food that my body just don't like, and I know it. And sometimes we call it our eyes is hungry, not necessary.
Stomach.
Not necessary that our tummy is hungry. Just look at the certain things and go, ooh, that is really good, even though that we know it's not good for us, right?
Yeah, well, that's when you should be slapping on that SP6 to curb that craving.
Exactly. So SP6 is recommended. Right now I'm back to the gym. I've been working out again.
That's
Very
another
excited.
reason. That's another reason. But before that, real quick, I would also add the energy patch to the stomach 36 point, which is the leg point that you see in the back.
Right.
Energy, so that it'll possibly help with the burning of the fat a little bit, so that you can go to sleep on that too.
Right, and then you can use energy, but then let's say you ate the wrong thing and your stomach is upsetting you. You can actually use ice wave instead of energy.
Yeah, or even glutathione on the stomach 36. That helps me, because when there's that bloating and that inflammation is building up. Yeah. So I would use glutathione on my right leg and then the Eon on my left leg. That actually helps to calm my stomach down too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we've experienced all that. Now, exercise. You're the pro on this. You're the expert on the exercise and why you can't sleep. So what do you recommend for that?
Well, for exercise, I try to not go to the gym in the evening. So because right after exercise, your body do have a lot of energies, and I can't calm down enough to go to sleep. And I've had to use more patches. You have to use carnosines, and you have to use Alavitas and Silent Night. So instead of using all those patches, I go to the gym in the morning. So in the morning, I went to the gym, I worked out, and then it gave me the energies the whole day. And then by about 10 o'clock-ish, my body is like, okay, Nikki, you need to go to sleep, okay? Because your body's tired. So I go to the gym is at 7 o'clock. So imagine 7 to 7, that's already 12 hours.
You're talking 7 o'clock in the morning for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
So by 10 o'clock, we should rest. So yeah, going to the gym in the morning, do some activities, work out, it can actually help you sleep better too.
Okay, I know that works for you. It may not be for everybody, hey, but this is just our experiences that we're making suggestions on. And
right.
Some people should actually be avoiding naps, right? Not me. My naps do me wonders, but some people, they actually can't sleep after they take a nap.
Right. So, in Asia, people do take after lunch nap. So in the afternoon, after you have your lunch, take a nap, and then you get up and then get back to work. So that's not very good. In USA, we don't have that kind of luxuries where we can just take a nap. But maybe not the last few months since we all work from home. So it's easy to go to the couch and take have an hour nap, and that is not good because now your sleeping patterns is being disturbed. So that's not good. And then if you, let's say after dinner, I remember before LifeWave, Larry usually after dinner He'll go to his couch, turn on the TV, and then he'll fall asleep. That is not good. Okay. So after he used the patch, he doesn't have that problem anymore. After dinner, he's up, he's fine until he go to bed. He'll go to bed. So this is something that we really need to readjust. Make sure that we don't fall into that. And sometimes you don't have a choice because after you have a full meal, you get so tired that you just kind of like, okay, let me go to sleep and take a nap. And then also, depending on what you eat.
Oh, yes.
I realized that since I use the patch, my body is allergic to certain things, which is good because it tells your body, such as MSG. In the past, I have MSG, I don't have any problem. Nowadays, when I eat food with a lot of MSG, it knocked me out. It's just like,
oh yes. Oh my gosh. Do you remember that one time we went to that restaurant? It has so much in there. We were knocked out for 3 hours.
I did. I was so tired. At our office, we have these chairs, the cushions is pretty nice. I pulled 4 chairs together and it's not that comfortable. Okay, it's a chair. So I just lined up 4 chairs and I passed out.
And I remember the next day you told me you couldn't sleep at all that night because you slept for 3 hours.
Yes.
Totally threw off your sleep cycle.
Right. So those are the things that we need to really watch. Certain food that we eat. I mean, it's really good because now you pay attention to your own body.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what is good and what is bad. So what is good for you, then you can continue doing it, and what is bad for you, stay away. I mean, that's the easiest approach, right? And then of course now we have the patches. The patches can help you. So you saw the point that I mentioned earlier. Those are the Silent Night. Now, if you really have issues, have challenge with sleeping, where you probably have to get some help for medication, okay? And then the question you need to ask yourself how long have you been depending on sleeping med to go to sleep?
Okay? I've heard some horror stories.
Yeah.
Not a good thing to put into your body.
Right. So if you need help to go to sleep in that way, then now when you come to the patches, you also need to give your body a chance to produce your own melatonin. So because you put on the patch, you signal your body to produce your own melatonin. At the same time, our brainwave activity needs to be calmed down, okay, in order for you to have a good night's sleep. So you follow those points. At the same time, you can use carnosine. So let's say Silent Night is more on the right side of your body. So either the centers are on the right side. If you put a patch on your right foot, you can always put a carnosine on the left foot, stimulating the same point.
Okay? Oh, that's awesome. That's good to know. That's like another secret point to sleeping.
Yeah. So you can use bilaterally. Okay, so the point, we're looking at the picture, it's just a little dot, but they are all acupuncture points, okay, that you're stimulating. So you put a patch of Silent Night on your right, then you can put a carnosine on your left, same thing behind your ear, okay? And then on the temple, just one is enough, but if you want to wear a carnosine, you can wear it based on the brochures at another point. If you want to add something else, such as aloe vera, you're welcome to try that. And then same thing, the patch behind your knee. You can also use carnosines on the left side, okay? There are a few points that we don't have a picture for that is not on the company brochure, such as Heart 7. So last time I mentioned that, there's a point just from your pinky going down about by the wrist area, okay? You can put a patch. So you can put Silent Night on one side, you can put carnosines on the other side. You're stimulating the same point because that point,
right?
Huh?
Did you say that was the calming point?
This is the calming point, exactly. Okay, and you can Google it. It's Heart 7. It can actually calms you down, relaxes you, and help you to go to sleep. So when you put a patch there, it can also stimulate that point. So that point is also very good. You can also try the spleen 6. Spleen 6 is about 3 fingers above your ankle bone on the inside. You can use Silent Night on the right, and you can use Connaissance on the left. You can try that and see how you feel. Okay, so those are the different points that you can actually use to help you sleep better. Okay.
That's awesome. And we do want to try to avoid crazy, medications with side effects, because one of the horror stories I heard was sleepwalking.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people are sleepwalking, and a lot of people are actually sleep eating. Right? And somebody's wife was found behind the car trying to drive away, thank goodness, in her sleep. And the only saving grace there was that she actually didn't have the keys in her hand. Imagine if this person actually drove out and, hurt somebody.
I remember.
How do you explain that? How do you live with something like that?
Yeah.
And it could also take up to 30 days for your melatonin to reproduce.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to use the Silent Night and you continue using it for up to 30 days, because you just don't know, why your brain has shut its off, melatonin production off. So
Right.
it might be, it's going to be a good idea for you to continue to use it for at least 30 days, because according to David, it could take up to 30 days for your brain to start producing melatonin again.
Exactly, and especially if you depend on medications, or if you take a melatonin supplement, basically you're telling your body that you don't need to produce your own, because you're supplementing with something else. If that is the case, then you do need a little time. Otherwise, we have so many customers come in and just use one Silent Night patch, and even X39. I actually have people coming back to me and purchase X39 because I gave them a sample. I gave them a samples of X39. And at night they slept so well. The next day they called me and they said, Nikki, what is it that you gave me? I slept so good. Okay. Yeah. So you can try that. Different points. There is something else that I do. I like to test out patches.
Oh, yes, you did. You're a definite tester. Yes. What do you do?
What do you do? So I wear X39 during the day. And, at night, we know that we need to wear it for 12 hours and we need to remove that. So at night, sometimes I use the same patch that I remove and I just put it on my forehead. And I sleep really good. I sleep so deep that there are many mornings when I wake up, I have to ask myself, where am I?
So, that's deep sleep.
It's very, very deep. I just wake up. It's like, where am I? It's like you're not sure if you're in a dream or is a reality. So it's good because when you're able to sleep so deep, you have a very productive day.
That's true. That's why sleep is so important.
Yeah. And even if you cannot go to sleep, let's say we have a very tight schedule. Even for us, that when we're traveling, I still use the patches Silent Night at night. If I only have 5 hours to sleep, I'm not gonna make sure I wear the patches. I want to make sure that 5 hours of sleeping is deep delta stage of sleep. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So that when you wake up, you feel refreshed.
And do you remember, sis, when we were traveling to Denmark?
Yeah.
My goodness. Most of us slept really well on the plane, right? I know you slept really well because all of us, we took the red eye, so we all put the patches on.
Oh yeah.
In my case, I put the Eon on, I put the Silent Night on, and I had my little neck rest. I slept 10 hours going, and I think I slept 11 hours coming.
Yeah.
So I stayed up for, 10 hours going. I was only up in the plane for killing my time for only an hour. And coming back, I only had to kill 2 hours on the plane. It was so incredible. And we didn't have any jet lag.
Right. And we sleep so well. We share a room in Denmark. I don't recall any one of us snore. Usually when you travel,
slept right through it.
Uh-huh. Usually when you travel, you
Yep.
know, you get tired. Your snoring is because your body is so tired.
Right.
Okay. But we all just sleep through it. We wake up and we were really good.
I mean, that's very true. So, but at the same time, honestly, we slept so well. I don't know if anybody did snore.
Yeah.
Because so it's like which way which direction is it? Is it because we were sleeping so well we didn't hear it, or nobody actually
Oh, we
snored
don't.
because we were sleeping well? I
Yeah.
don't know, but either way it works.
But you know what? Talking about snore, if anyone, you know, in a family that snore, for all of our audience, use Silent Night, and then you want to put an Aeon patch over the bridge of your nose.
Oh,
That
that's
can also help. Yeah, that can also help with snoring. I remember my partners in the past snore. If I don't go to sleep before him, I won't have a good night's sleep. So I start patching, you know. At first, when I learned about Silent Night, you know, we thought about, okay, let's patch the guy that snore. But luckily, I did the reverse. I was like, you know what? I'm going to patch myself and make sure that I sleep well.
that's
But,
fantastic.
yeah,
Either way, it works. It works for both parties. Whoever
Uh-huh.
wants to stick to it, or whoever needs to reduce it, it
Yeah.
works both ways.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that was fantastic. Thank you, sis, for sharing all of your knowledge with us.
You're
And
welcome.
this is fun. This is fantastic. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so we shared quite a lot today, guys. And so thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Either one of us is perfectly all right. And next segment, we're going to be talking about skincare. Okay, so be sure to join us at the next segment because we are all about looking better, looking younger, and healthier on our skin, right?
Mhm. Yep.
So be sure to join us and be sure to like us on our YouTube channels so that you can receive notifications on our next segments coming up. And
Yes.
everybody, stay healthy and safe. And guys, use that glutathione X39 and Eon every day. That is
Yes.
recommended by David.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you close us out, sis.
Well, I think you say it all. Thank you all for joining us. And, you know, like us, if you want us to mention or talk about different topics, go ahead and comment below.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
and we
definitely.
will,
Give us some ideas, right?
yes. Okay. And then if we don't have an answer, we'll get you an answer.
Oh, we'll definitely do that. We're pretty good at finding answers when it comes to patches.
Yes. So
Okay.
we just want to be here for you and provide you any kind of support we can. And we just want to make sure is that your patching journey with us is going to be a fun one. Okay. All
Thank
right.
you all. See you at the next segment.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.